Hey, this is Toe2 Bravo, and we're going to do another video today. As you can see on the table today, we have two Mosin Nagants. One is from 1943, one is from 1932. The 1943 is a round receiver, the 1932 is a hex receiver. I had purchased these two rifles back when buying Mosin Nagants was extremely affordable. We also have on the table bayonets, some sling attachment pieces here, some true surplus Russian ammunition, the silver tip stuff, and how it's packaged when it comes out of a spam can, and the ammo pouches themselves. I did get some cleaning kits and some other things that I haven't dug up just quite yet, but not necessary for this video. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to continue on with our surplus theme. These aren't Mausers, but they certainly do fit the era. So today's video is going to be on two Mosin Nagants. Some production history for the Mosin Nagant. The designer was Captain Sergei Mosin. Designed in 1891, manufactured in Tula, Izvek, Sestron Civic, manufacturer National d'Armes de Charleroi, Remington, New England, Westinghouse, Radom, Cougar, with other Hungarian, Finnish, and Chinese variants. Produced from 1891 to 1965, and again, number built 37 million. Many variants of the rifle were made. It was about 8.8 pounds. The length is 48.5 inches on this particular model. The barrel length is 29 inches on this particular model here. As we mentioned earlier, the cartridge is a 7.62 by 52 millimeter R. The action is bolt action, straight bolt. Rate of fire is variable depending upon the user. Muzzle velocity with light ball was 865 meters a second, or 2,838 feet per second. Effective range 500 meters, 550 yards, and the sights were the ladder graduated 100 meters to 2,000 meters. On the table, like I mentioned earlier, we have one round receiver and one hex receiver. A cylindrical receiver replacing the octagonal, or commonly called hex receivers. Early production of the 9130s from 1930 to 36, and converted Dragoon rifles retained the octagonal receiver. These rifles are less common and regarded as generally more desirable by collectors. That's the octagon. The 9130, the most prolific version of the Mosin Nagant, which is what we have on the table here today, was the standard issue for all Soviet infantry. Between 1930 and 1945, they were given these. Most Dragoon rifles were also converted to the 9130 standard. It was commonly used as a sniper rifle in World War II. Early sniper versions had 4x PE and PEM scopes. The Soviet made a copy of a Zeiss design, which later rifles used smaller, simpler, and easier to produce 3.5x PU scopes. We don't have one of those here, unfortunately. It'd be nice to. So, some very interesting facts concerning the Mosin Nagants. They're not very heavily marked. You do have information on the receiver here, which I'll insert some pictures. You have the old Soviet crest there, some information concerning the date, the arsenal, and the serial number. Some other inspection marks, arsenal marks here. Sometimes you get them below the rear sight here. On the bottom of the magazine, you'll get a serial number, but and maybe up here, but not as heavily marked as some of the other rifles at the time. Here's the hex. We have an Izzy, and then we have a Tula. You have the year, some more proof marks, serial number. Some other markings here for the arsenals in which they were manufactured. We'll insert those pictures. So you guys can check those out. There's also a letter N here, which I missed earlier. So you have an N on the bottom of the hex, and it looks like a number 1 or a number 11 on the bottom of the round receiver. Very interesting. Both of these are the laminated stocks. I have in the past owned some of them with the solid stocks, not the laminate versions. I prefer the laminate versions. I think they're really attractive as far as stocks go. But you can definitely see, if you compare these rifles to some of the rifles that I've done here previously, the Mausers, you can definitely see a quality difference in the manufacture and just the general appearance of the two rifles is really night and day. But these did the job. These are reliable, they're heavy, they're hard hitting, they're accurate. One hell of a nasty bayonet. But nice setup, simplistic, easy to use, and reliable. And that's what's important. So I also have a little bit of Russian ammo here. I actually have several spam cans of Russian, and packaged in the paper here. Looks like that when you take it out. It's the silver tip stuff. I have a lot of that. Bought a lot of it when it was, you could get a spam can for 70 bucks or so. Very affordable. So we'll get these out to the range. We'll shoot these side by side. That'll be the next videos. We'll take these out. We'll shoot them side by side. See which one's more accurate. If I remember correctly, I think I spoke about this earlier, the round receiver last time I did that shot more accurately than the hex receiver. This is not counterboard, if you're wondering. I do own another Mosin Nagant that is counterboard, but we'll save that one for another day, another video. So this is TOW 2 Bravo. I hope you enjoyed these videos with these surplus rifles. They're a lot of fun. It's a lot of history, and they're really neat to look at. But our next step, we'll get out to the range. So this is TOW 2 Bravo. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.